Maayong adlaw, ¿cómo está? This is Ben from Bao Cordova. I'm doing my scheduled Saturday Night Live. This is part 3, I believe. Gonna be going live every Saturday night time in the Philippines so that the people in America can come on and ask questions, and I will answer them, and we will have a discussion. Usually it's kind of an intimate group, but maybe down the line it'll start to rock and roll. So this week I was working on a budget video for the week. So I started last week, of course, and I tracked all of our spending from day 1 through day 7, and I'm just working on the edits, and I will be uploading that so that you can see what we spend on a weekly basis, just regular life, not including rents or bills or anything, just food, day to day, stuff like that. So stay tuned for that. That's what we'll be uploading probably tomorrow or the next day. Weekly budget. So I'm here in a Bao, and I'm it's a little after 10:30 p.m. my time, and it's morning time wherever you are, if you are in the United States. And around the world, I'm not sure what your time schedule would be, but hopefully it's not too early for you guys, and hopefully it's not too late for anybody that's here in the Philippines. So that's a brief summary of what's up. And this week we just did our day-to-day things, and was a relatively typical week. So on 3 minutes, and only one person is on right now, so hopefully we can get a few more people on here and we can have a lively chat. Oh, he left, so now it's just me. This is the awkward time for a small YouTuber who has no following. I was supposed to go live in the morning times, which was suggested by my loyal subscriber, and I had a run-in with the snow. So it snowed too much, and I couldn't go live that day. Got stuck in the snow. But I don't know, moving forward, maybe I'll be able to avoid those snowstorms. So, yeah. Saturday Night Live is not very lively. But what are you gonna do? Something that's I don't know. There was some breaking news the other day. A guy in Cebu City got busted growing weed. I tried to post on that and got in trouble with YouTube, so that was not good. They took down the monetization, and then they didn't like some language that I used, evidently, which, was just regular talk, but it was about a sensitive subject, which I'm not going to even say here because it'll probably get this video pulled. So that didn't go over too well. But a man in Cebu is growing some plants and got popped for it. 75-year-old dude. And now his life is ruined for the rest of his life, more than likely. So when you come to the Philippines, if you have that habit of, don't do it here. You'll get busted for sure. So, that's all I'm going to say about that, maybe. Unless somebody else says something about it. But, yeah, I posted that video and it got pulled. So, hopefully there's no further ramifications for it. I kind of felt weird posting it. Wondered if it would be okay with YouTube and with the Philippines or whatever. But it's pulled now, so it kind of sucks. Not like I put in a lot of effort with it though. It was just a quick video. So yeah. Been up on here for 6 minutes. Got no action. We'll see how it goes. I don't know. Zero. 6 minutes and no views. Nobody in the live. Wee. 7 minutes and nothing. A big fat goose egg. You're not on the camera, so you can go by if you want. Well, I don't have much patience for this, you guys. I uploaded 3 videos this week and they all tanked, so I'm not feeling the YouTube so much this week. It's kind of discouraging, I see people posting and they talk about, they do kind of similar things and they get like 5,000 views, so I don't know what I'm doing wrong with it. Maybe I'm just not very guapo. Maybe I'm not fun to listen to. I don't know. But give it a shot. That's all I know. Eight minutes. Nothing.
Don't be discouraged,
Yeah. I know. I'm just no good at talking to myself, so I think I'm going to sign off. Well, I can see that the connection isn't very good. I have no viewers. I'm going to sign off. So, oh, hey, there we got a comment. It says, Eduardo. Hey, Eduardo, how you doing? You're in Balambam, Cebu. Hey, that's kind of where my wife's from up there. You know where Tap Tap is? She's up there near Tap Tap. Or at least that's where her family lives. You know, it's real steep in Tap Tap. We went up there once and it's kind of on the side of the mountain in Balamban. Really beautiful up there, but very steep where they live. But anyways, Edgardo, thanks for stopping by. Hopefully you're doing well up there. It's a beautiful area. We live down in Abao, which is in the Cordova area, just outside of Cebu City. We like it because it's quiet. Edgardo says budget videos are good, but remember the COLA are not the same nationwide in the Philippines. Yeah, of course, everything's different. I know my friend lives in Negros, and you know, the further away you are from a big city, the cheaper the prices are. But I'm just showing people what we spend on a typical week. You see a lot of people posting like their monthly budget or whatever, but I just chronicle day-to-day stuff and got local footage and stuff. So, you know, our channel is real simple. We just live a simple life and show the simplicity of what we do. Slava Ukraine. Slava Ukraine. Okay. I don't know what that means really. I'm not political, and I guess you're supporting Ukraine. I don't know anything about the Ukraine-Russian war or Israel, Hamas, or any of that. I just hope everybody can get along and live in peace. I'll just give peace a chance. You know? Can't we all just get along? Fighting wars for the rich. Anyways. That's what's up, Buttercup. We usually have more people chiming in, but you know, maybe they're out partying. No, it's morning time. Maybe they're sleeping in. Maybe they got stuck in a snowstorm. Who knows? Yeah. Live stream. Well, this is pretty much indicative of my YouTube week. I wasn't really into going on live. I almost didn't do it, but I thought, well, maybe, you know, some people will be here and kind of pep me up and recharge my batteries. But ain't that the way it goes? Come on, and there's nobody here. Sucks. Not to say, you know, Edgardo here is here. That's great. I appreciate that. But it'd be nice if we had more people to chat with. I've been focusing kind of on my Facebook social media. Hey, Martin. Martin says, hello, my friend. Hope you and the wife are okay. Hey, Martin. We're doing all right. we went and did some blood work, for her pregnancy and this week, and haven't got the results back yet. But other than that, we're all fine and dandy. Hope you're doing good there, and I hope everything's going well. So we got somebody new in here called Golden Gate. It says, can you grow asparagus and beets? I don't know. Unfortunately, I live in an apartment and I haven't been able to grow anything because I don't have sun on my my building doesn't face the sun where I live, so I haven't been able to grow much. Asparagus, I'm not sure, or beets. I know it's hard to grow potatoes here because it's very, very hot and humid. So I unfortunately don't know if you can grow asparagus or beets, Mr. Golden Gate. I apologize. I know in Baguio, where it's cooler climate, it's still hot, but in Baguio you can grow a lot more. In mountainous areas, it's In mountainous areas, it's cooler, the climate, so you probably have more success growing that. 10:30 Elvis. I got on at like 10:35, so yeah, I was late a little bit. Leo on Stars came on and says hi. Hello, Leo. Nice to see you. And yeah, I'm on Philippines time. Martin says sucks in Sweden. 27 minutes of sunshine in November. It's just rain and clouds here. That sucks. Doom and gloom. Doom and gloom. Well, I won't brag about my awesome weather then. Just so you don't feel jealous. Says Eduardo, says there's like 5 of us watching your video. Yeah, looks like 5 now, but for the first 8 minutes it was just me, and then you came on and it was pretty dead, so at least we got 5. 5's a good start, so that's good. Elvis smashed the like button. Like I said, oh, you're working, huh? Okay, man. Well, thanks for stopping by. I subscribed to your channel, by the way, but it wouldn't let me comment. So that's cool. I watched your video that you had up. Didn't know you were into that kind of work. It's a beautiful, beautiful place there. Very spacious. But yeah, man, thanks for stopping by. Good to see you. Hope all's well. Edgardo says he grew up in New York, Bronx, New York, and I've always liked country living. Yeah, me too. I like it. Hey, Donna's here. Hey, been doing good. How are you over there in your land of Mindanao? Elvis says, yeah, I don't know why it does that. I'm not tech savvy. It's in your settings. If you go to edit, you can change it so that people can comment. You just must have clicked no comments or something. But Donna's in the house, taking care of business. Let's see here. Martin asks, do you know why Pinoys don't produce more dairy products? Seems cheese and stuff is mostly imported. Well, they don't really have a cattle industry here like we do in the States or in a lot of Western places. They have goats and whatnot, but I think that, it's just the industry hasn't caught on. And since it's not really a staple, it would be hard to get it going, I would imagine. Take a lot of bucks. Eduardo says COLA means cost of living. Gotcha. Got the acronym now. Yeah. Well, the video is just to show, it's a generalization, and then people will get a sense of what they will spend to, mostly what we spend is pretty simple. Other people will probably spend a lot more than we do. Donna says she's good. I'll be in Cebu tomorrow evening. Oh, wow. That's cool. What you coming here for? You gonna stay long, or just making a quick visit and then dashing back? So, Edgardo, do you know Tap Tap up there? It's near you. Ricardo doesn't miss the snow. Me neither. I mean, it's can definitely throw a wrench into daily life. That's for sure. Donna says she'll be here for a month to look for a job. Oh, you gonna check out the call centers or something? Martin says, was it Kojak who always had lollipop? Yeah, Kojak. He was trying to quit smoking, so he always sucked on a lolly. These are usually get 4 of these for 5 peso. But since I'm American, this lady charged me 2 pesos each. So I won't go back to her sorry store, but all the other ones are same exact ones. 4 lollipops for 5 peso. Is it snowing in Oregon? Yeah, it's snowing a lot. My tenant told me that. She's a train wreck. Won't go into that. It's another reason why I'm ticked off. But yes, it's at least in my small town, Eastern Oregon. It's snowing, and it'll snow there from now until May, pretty much. All right, Elvis. Nice stopping by. Nice to see you. Take care. Work smarter, not harder. Jared's here. Mabuhay. Any particular topic for tonight, or are you just freeling? No topic. It's hard to just have one topic because I don't have a lot of people. So topics are good if it keeps things on course if you have a lot of people. But I don't have a lot of people. So, all right, Elvis, peace out. Be good. Don't work too hard. Donna asks, what's the nearest beach resort there? Well, there's the expensive one that I think you guys went to, the Shangri-La. But then down the road in Cordova, there's one that you pay 80 pesos. It's Cordova Reef. And I might be wrong about that, but you can message me. I'll get you the exact name. 80 pesos, and you can go swimming there. It's at the end of Mactan Island. But that's, I think, the cheapest one. And they got hit pretty hard at that last typhoon, so it's just the beach. They don't have any hotel kind of stuff. But it's where we went. I made a video of it. Balambam Bay. Bantayan Bay. It's 11:07 p.m. here in the Philippines. Yes, sir. It sure enough is. Late for us, early for those in the States. Yeah, you should check it out. I mean, 80 pesos is all the other resorts. There's 2 other resorts over there, and they're 100. But the 80 peso one is nice too. And they've been having a problem with the water quality further you go towards the end of the island. But when we were there, I think it was in late June or early July, the place that we went to tested and it was clean. So check that one out. Should be good. Jared asks if we do daylight savings here. No daylight savings. That's mostly just the United States, I think. I think it's only the United States, really. But no, not here, which is great. I don't like it. So, you know, pretty much the sun rises at the same time every day and it sets at the same time every day with no change. I like to be able to depend on that sun, you know what I'm saying? I start seeing the sun come up around 5-ish, a little after 5, and then it goes down 5:30 or so. Oh, Sweden does daylight savings? That's dumb. I don't understand why they do that. Man trying to manipulate everything. I don't dig it. Gets dark at like 4 and stuff. It's ridiculous. Yeah. Doesn't make no sense to me. Guardo is trying to grow avocado tree, but the avocados grow really small here, really tiny, he says. Yeah. I don't know much about avocados, but I know somebody who's trying to grow them in a region where they're not native to, and it takes a while for the tree to get established, I think. But, you know, I don't know. You probably know more than I do since you're growing it. But avocados are awesome. Ben Franklin started the daylight savings time. Darn guy. He's out there flying kites and getting electrocuted and changing the clocks around. I tell you, old Ben. All for Maddie. I'm pooping. Well, that's good information. All for Maddie. I'm sure everybody wanted to know that. Thanks for stopping by and disseminating your positivity. We all appreciate it. Tap tap doesn't ring a bell. It's just a small kind of area. Doesn't surprise me. we caught a van in Cebu City and rode up that journey up there through Balamban to Tap Tap. It's a nice area. Not too far from Cebu City either. Still kind of country-ish. Look like some nice restaurants along the way that you can stop and check out. I don't know, it was a while ago. Bill Will says, do you play chess with your wife? No, I don't play chess with my wife. See here. Do you notice a lot of shabu use around? No, I don't. I don't notice a lot of drug use at all. Eduardo said, when I lived in Martinsburg in West Virginia, it snowed. Never a blizzards. Yeah, I don't know much about West Virginia, but where I'm from, it snowed all the time and lots of blizzards, so it's always cold. Maria C. Lugo Marie came in with a geography test and said, can you name this flag? And it's pretty small on my screen, but no, I can't. I don't know, Maria. Puerto Rico, says Eduardo. So there you go, Puerto Rico, Maria. Almost went to Puerto Rico instead of the Philippines, but I came here instead. You live in Puerto Rico? Ah, well, welcome. I'm here in the Philippines, and we've got some people that are living in the Philippines and some people that are in the States, and somebody from Sweden. So people from all over the world are in the chat. So Jared says, I always wonder how the Islanders who dream of snow would like it for an entire season. Well, I can speak for one person. I've imported someone over there, and she loved it. She didn't mind it at all. You adapt to it. It took her a couple of years, but after then it was fine. It's just day-to-day stuff, and pretty much, you go from your car to your work, and from your work to your car, and then to your home, and it's just pretty to look at from the inside out in a nice big picture window. That was my experience anyways, Jared. Eduardo says those resorts out on Lapu-Lapu are very nice. Yes, there are some nice areas for sure. I haven't really checked out Lapu-Lapu, but out here in Cordoba we have Bantayan Bay. My neighbor grows cucumbers, so he gave me a big fat cucumber, and my cat is afraid of it. Have you seen those videos on YouTube where animals are like your dog and your cat are afraid of cucumbers? Well, evidently it's true, because my cat is afraid of this. It's gonna get you. You're weird. I think they call him Pepito here. So, so Eduardo lived all over Puerto Rico, Maria. And Bill says, which do you prefer, Cebu or Baguio? I like Cebu. Jelly Bean is the best, and Itachi is in the house, and he asks, do you like dogs or cats? I have both. I have a dog and a cat. And Jared says cucumbers remind them of snakes. Could be, because it recoils when it sees this. Digs are cool. The best. And Jelly Bean is the best, says nice. Yeah. Animals are a good distraction and something to love on and something to entertain you. She's already moved on from the cucumber to chasing a little gecko on the wall that she'll never get. It's up on the ceiling. Dogs don't go after retirements. Real unconditional love. Ain't that the truth? Yes. Ain't that the truth? No risk, only reward. But the puppy years are kind of a pain in the butt. They pee everywhere and chew everything up. Eduardo says, you don't really see a lot of drug use out in the open. Popo don't play that over here. No, they definitely don't. And I just had a YouTube video up that was polled about a Cebu resident from Nebraska. 75-year-old guy got busted growing cannabis. He had 3 plants and he got popped. And now he's facing, life in prison, and they can even kill you here for that. Martin S., do you go to church here? Is there English Mass? Well, there's Catholic churches everywhere, but we're not Catholic, so we don't attend the Mass here. But I don't know if there's actual English Mass. I didn't know there was really a difference, but you have a plethora of Catholic churches, so maybe they have something in that style, I don't know, but there's a lot of Catholic churches. Bill Will asked, do you see many cobras? Not in Cebu, or not in Cebu City, I should say. In this area, there's the occasional boa, and we have smaller monitor lizards. I've seen them out behind my apartment in the field out there, milling around. But recently in Lapu-Lapu, somebody found a 8-foot boa. But in this area where I'm at, there aren't any cobras. I follow a Philippine Snake ID group on Facebook, and you see those cobras, Philippine cobras, and the other poisonous vipers and whatnot, but they're not here, thankfully. Edgardo likes digs. Yes, sir. Digs are awesome. Yeah, the cobras are all over the Philippines for sure. And they got those pit vipers too, the really green ones with the funky heads. Real poisonous. And the problem is if you get bit by one, especially if you're in a rural area, the anti-venom is hard to find. People still are dying from snake bites. The Philippines reminds you of Puerto Rico. It makes sense, you know, Spanish area conquered by the Spaniards, tropical. It's more expensive in Puerto Rico though. Ilin Dance Hockey says hi. Hi there, how are you? Welcome to our small little live vlog here. Hope you're having a good day or night or afternoon, depending on where you're at. It's evening time, late evening in the Philippines, which is where I'm at. Where are you from, Ellen? Elin? Yeah. So, you know, not many snakes, just lots of dogs, lots of cats. Lots of cats, lots of dogs, lots of chickens, and my neighbors have turkeys. And guy down the road has geese. Let's see. Jared says, making noise and whacking a bush every now and then, the snakes will run away for the most part. Give them an easy escape route if you stumble onto one. Yeah, without a doubt. In Eastern Oregon in the desert, we had rattlesnakes, and it was the same thing. You be careful of them. But they're more afraid of you than, I mean, well, I'm pretty afraid of them, but they're pretty afraid of you too. So, and they bite in defense when they feel threatened, of course. My friends were living in Dumaguete, and they were working on getting a visa for his wife to go to Canada. And now they're over in Canada, and they're posting videos of them over there with grizzly bears and deer and you name it, just all kinds of wildlife. It's really beautiful. Any good gyms there? Yeah, there's lots of gyms throughout the Philippines. It's important, of course, that they have air conditioning because it's really hard to work out without it. It's super hot, so you feel like you're gonna pass out. But yeah, there's gyms, lots of gyms, and you know, you just shop around and find the one that fits your needs. Eduarda lived in Cordova out here, in a townhouse in Kinalumsan. I don't know where that is. Nice. Yeah, we live in a Baobao, which is, if you know Cordova, the main highway there that runs from here to Lapu-Lapu, there's a Gasano in Cordova. There's only one, and we're pretty close to that. That gives you a kind of landmark to where I'm at. Bill Will says, which expat blogger do you respect the most? I don't know. I don't really watch any vloggers, expat ones in particular. I think, my lifestyle is a lot different than a lot of people's. So I haven't really found one that resonates with me. Which one do you respect the most, Bill? I'd be curious to know that. I know there's a lot that I don't respect. Many that I don't respect. Most. But it's not up to me to judge. I don't find a lot of... I think the more successful ones, even the ones that, are fairly decent, they fall into using topics that gain them, more subscribers, talking about the hot Filipinas and, my wife's hot and we get to do it 5 times a day and, I live like a king because, I'm older, but my Filipina, wants it all the time. They fall into those kind of hooks, which attracts a lot of people to their channel. And we're boring. We don't do any of that stuff. I know I always say it, I'd prefer to do interviews with people, but I can't find people who are willing to interview with me. I occasionally meet the expat and he doesn't want to go on camera. I'm not near Ayala, which is where a lot of vloggers go to get interviews. So out here where I'm at, there's not very many foreigners. But I go to a cafe called Smoking Abby's Cafe in Lapu-Lapu. It's right by the Gasano Island Mactan Mall. And that's where I do run into some expats, but not a single one of them so far that I've met there has wanted to go on camera with me. So yeah, them cats and digs. My dig is a pain in my butt. Bill says the one that recently moved to Mexico. Can't think of his name offhand. I don't know him either. Some of the smaller channels, like me, I don't really, when you're small like this, when channels are in their infancy, they don't really know what they're doing, So I tend to watch channels when they're small, but once they blow up, then I lose interest in them. You notice that. I mean, hey, there's Dot. What's up, man? I haven't seen you for a long time. Hope all's well. He says Bud Brown. That might be who you were talking about, Bill. Bud Brown. See, I don't click around enough on YouTube really to know people. Good to see you, man. I hope everything's going well for you over there, Dot. I was sad to see, you passed off on the other social media. I was hoping to kind of get to know you a little bit better that way. But I'm glad to see you, because I thought maybe you'd given up on me. Yeah, Eduardo, the Spain was conquering the world back then, weren't they? Old Magellan, and then he got taken out by Lapu-Lapu here. So the story goes. Bud Brown made awesome videos of the Philippines. I don't know him. I'll have to check him out later on. Martin asks, if you don't cook, drink, work out, how do you pass the time? Well, I cook, that's for sure, but that doesn't take up much time. Other than that, don't do much, man. I mean, days seem to fly by. I go and I do my daily thing that, get what we need, be out and about for a couple hours. Sometimes we stay home. It'll be, if we all have all our things, we just stay at home and hang out. But yeah, I mean, it's not very exciting. Not as super exciting. It's just day-to-day stuff. Just like, in a routine in life. But I have weights. I lift weights, just free weights here. But that doesn't take up a lot of time either. That's the danger of being an expat. When you come here, there's not much of a social life unless you're involved in a lot of expat community. But then a lot of those guys, all they want to do is sit around and drink anyways. So I don't drink. So the expats that I've met here, that's what they want to do. They want to go out and have a drink with me. And, I'll go out or whatever, but I'm not going to drink alcohol. And that's not fun for a lot of people. I've went to restaurants with some subscribers that came here. And then after the fact, some guys that live here invited me to go to a restaurant, but they were just drinking, and I don't think that they really wanted to hang out with me, because I wasn't, flirting with the girls and doing those things. So not very exciting for that kind of lifestyle. So I'm just past it. I have a different focus in life. I don't really cook Filipino. I buy, like chicken and fish and vegetables, and then I just make, whatever I'm able to make from that. So I do incorporate like some soy sauce and some vinegar and things like that, but mostly it's like fusion, like American / Filipino. Like some of the vegetables like ampalaya and sayote, don't really use those in the United States, but here I'll cook with those, so gives it a little bit of difference. So I guess that's how it's more like a fusion. But shave my eyebrows? No, I don't shave them. I think they're just thin. Jared says he likes to drink, but it makes him chain smoke. Yeah, that can be a trigger, that's for sure. So, yeah. No, I don't shave my eyebrows. That was the next thing. I already said that though. Martin says, my wife doesn't cook, so to make her feel less homesick, I cook a lot of Filipino food. That's good. What do you cook? Like adobo and pinakbet, stuff like that? If you have a motorcycle, you can ride all over Cebu. Thousands of waterfalls, beaches, and tourism spots. Yes, sir. That's true. That's something that you can do if you don't drink. And I don't have a motorcycle. We just do all of our walking and things. I'm not here to live like a tourist. I know that it's boring, but I just show day-to-day life of a regular guy in the Philippines. Just day-to-day stuff, you know. It's not flashy. So that's why I don't have a lot of people really following along with me, you know. That's okay. I should have said earlier when you asked me how I pass the time, and how I pass the time is making videos, you know. When I edit things and whatnot, you know, and put it through the editor, and a lot of times the sound doesn't match up, so it can end up, you know, putting it into software and things like that. Even if it's just me talking on camera, I can sometimes take like a whole day just to edit that, you know. Why do you think the 125 dual sports aren't more popular? Price tag? Yeah, I mean, it's all about the money, you know, more than likely. The price can be like vastly different, just, you know, for that little bit of extra rev in the motor. So that'll kick up the price, and a lot of people don't have a lot of money for that. You can do financing on a lot of motorcycles, all motorcycles, but the higher the price, obviously, the more required down payment, and that makes your monthly go up a little bit too. So it's hard to swing it, you know, for Filipinos when their salary is, you know, not very high. So, Bill Chats says, where do you live there? I'm coming to Dumaguete on 25th of November. I live about 7 hours from Dumaguete, 7 or 8 hours, in Cebu, just outside of Cebu City. I've been to Dumaguete once, stayed there for a few days, but we live in Cordova, Cebu, which is just outside of Cebu City, about 8 minutes. So, are you gonna stay for a little while, just temporary visit, or are you moving to Dumaguete? Martin says, yeah, you're right. Transportation will open up a lot of choices, but I'm used to traffic rules. Chances are I'm going to get stuck in traffic and stay there. Yeah. Traffic out here on my end of the island is only bad at certain times. When the kids are getting out of school, when they're on lunch break, and then in rush hour in the mornings and nights. But there's sweet spots where we try to go out 10:30 a.m. or, you know, like 10 o'clock to right before noon is smooth sailing. 2 o'clock till 4, smooth sailing. Then anything after 5 till like 7:30, 8 p.m. is a nightmare. Eduardo says, YouTube blogger called Q Adventures. He lives close to you there on Lapu-Lapu. Yeah, I know Q. His real name's Derek. And I met him months ago at a meet and greet for Sunshine Shoulders. And he's done really well in the last few months with his channel. It really exploded. Bill Will says, playing chess is a wonderful way to pass the time. Best game ever invented. Oh, and Bill said he has a house and a girlfriend in Dumagetti. Oh, right on. Yeah, Dumaghetti's interesting place. It's a lot different there than other places. I think it's just because of like all the foreigners that live there. I kind of like being away from foreigners in a sense. So I think that's one of the things that kind of turned me off to it. But everywhere in the Philippines is awesome, you know. So Bill says playing chess. Yeah, I never really got into it. It's pretty cerebral. My uncle was into chess and he tried to get me to play it with him all the time and he would just kick my butt, and I was more into music at the time. And Bill Chat says, I came to my country, Greece, for 3 months. Now I'm going back. Oh, nice. That's cool. I always wanted to go to Greece. Looks beautiful there. Very, very beautiful. And Eduardo is learning the local dialect. That's awesome. I don't know squat about it. I can say just a few words, but I would love to learn more. It's beneficial to know the language, that's for sure. So welcome back, Bill. November 25th is right around the corner. I bet you're excited. Greece is beautiful. A lot of beautiful, beautiful beaches, and the ocean there is just, you know, just judging off of what I've seen on social media and growing up on movies and whatnot. Yeah, really, really gorgeous. And the history, the ancient history, is appealing. There in Dumagetti, you can get interviewed by all the big vloggers. Every man has a story. Filipina P. What's the other guy? Old Dog New Tricks. Bill Chat says, is it raining a lot still? Here it's starting to get cold. Yeah, it's still the rainy season here, so you know, it rains. It actually didn't rain here in Cebu today, but it when it does rain, it rains like, you know, torrential downpour. But yeah, we're still in the rainy season, so expect to see some of that when you get here. That's for sure. Martin says Greece is good, but Philippines is better, less tourists. Yeah, depending on where you're at, of course. If you're in a big place like Cebu City proper or Manila or something. Bill says, do you still have... No, my parents passed away. And I've been coming to the Philippines. They were still alive when I first started coming here, and you know, they didn't really have an opinion then. but I don't. I have my son is pretty much my only family in the United States left, and he's older. He's grown up and working and whatnot, and has a fiance. So, um, so yeah, no real family to give me those warnings and those fears. Like you're gonna get kidnapped, or they're gonna get robbed, stuff like that you hear from people um, saying that their family was very concerned. It's just me. I just fly solo pretty much. Um, do you get hit hard by the typhoons? Martin asks. No, we haven't had one since I've been here. But they had the big one here a couple years back, and Cordoba got slammed. Bantayan Bay is just at the end of the island down here, and they have restaurants right on the sea. That one restaurant even went out into the ocean, and they you were basically over the bay, and that got destroyed. So it got destroyed. So they're still rebuilding some of those places, and the resort that I went to, where I have a video of Bantayan Bay, the hotel they haven't even repaired it yet. It's not even usable, so they just charge for the admission to the beach access, the resort area. So a lot of those places that got slammed are still in the rebuilding process. But since then, we haven't had anything huge hit here, so that's good. Bill asks, "How old are you? You don't look old." He's 60. I'm just over 50 now. Yeah, just had my birthday in July. But 50's old. I mean, you look at back when you're like a 10-year-old, and you look at a 50-year-old, and you're like, wow, that dude's an old man. So I'm sure I'm an old man to a lot of people. A lot of people, I'm still young, I guess. But no, I'm not retired or anything, so I came here with a set amount of cash and was relying on my rental property. And my rental property has a deadbeat kind of tenant in it who hasn't been paying me and is 3.5 months behind now. So that's a huge concern for me. So after my wife has the baby, I'll probably have to go back and work. And I'm hoping that that I'll be able to carry it all the way through, because it's getting kind of hairy. Yeah, you're as old as you feel, that's for sure. And there's 60-year-old guys that are in 10 times better shape than I am. You know what I'm saying? So it's all relative. Young at heart is the key. Am I married here? Yeah, I'm married to Filipino woman, and we just got married in end of May. So, and we're expecting a baby soon. But we were basically like civilly married before, and then we got married for like family and society or whatever in end of May. But basically married for like a year. So Honda Click. I rented one of those from a rental place and drove one around, and it was nice. I liked it. Definitely recommended. You paid $89,000 for it. Sweet. When I was here before, I bought a Kimco, and it was 48,000 pesos, and this was years ago, so prices don't compare now, but it's still going. Like, I ended up leaving it with my friends up in Luzon, and he's still riding it. Top 3 cities? Oh. Well, I'm pretty fond of Cordova, but just because I like provincial life, and provincial life is, more appealing to me. And although Cordova is really close to Cebu City, it still feels like it's light years away. So I really enjoy it. Here, there's a place called Car. I liked that place. Davao is also one of the best places, the safest city in the Philippines. And Baguio. So those are good ones. Jared says he remembered the day when he realized kids thought of me as when I was picked next to last for the kickball game. When I was young, they had rules. I couldn't be on the same team as certain people. Went from too good to too old in the blink of an eye. Ain't that the truth, man? Ain't that the truth? That's the rules of it, I guess. You're young, and then you wake up one day and you're not. My goodness. But you can live every day like it's like it's your last, and try to enjoy what you got. Hey, Paul's here, and he says it's illegal in the Philippines to drive around with the baby on a motorbike. Yeah, but so many people still do it. I mean, I see like the dad carrying a baby in the front, and then there's a baby on the mom's belly. So they got two, like a toddler and a baby, 4 on a motorcycle. It's crazy. It's not, and then, the kids don't have helmets, and most of the time the parents don't have helmets either. So, but things are evolving here, in that regard. So hopefully they'll change that. I hope, because it's definitely not safe. I wouldn't take my baby on it. I'm laughing at Eduardo's comment about saying hello to expats. Yeah, it's crazy, man. I mean, I'm a pretty engaging person. I try to be friendly wherever I go. But a lot of times I'll say hello to a foreigner and just get snubbed, and there's, valid reasons for it. I don't know what their reasoning is, but then again, there are people that I've met, like people at Smoking Abbeys that, I've become friends with. So, some expats keep to themselves for their whatever reasons, and then other expats, you know, are more friendly. I think I know I meet a lot of expats, and the ones that do want to engage me, it's like they're starved, you know, to talk to somebody who speaks their language, and they'll just dominate the conversation and talk, 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 you know. And then you'll get the ones that won't want to talk to you at all. You know, when I was up in Luzon, I met an expat that was, you know, down on his luck, and he was like trying to swindle everything and try to swindle me, and that made me leery of expats too. So when I first got here this trip back in January, I wasn't engaging foreigners at all, but then I went to meet and greet with a bunch of expats, and I was amazed at, you know, how awesome some of them were. So it kind of gave me a different perspective on, you know, foreigners, and I warmed up to the idea. So I've met some pretty awesome people that were foreigners, but before I was standoffish too, you know. But I got a kick out of Edgardo's comment there. But it's true. He's spot on when he says that. They do act like that, and it kind of makes you wonder, right? I met a guy in the grocery store the other day who was from Ireland, and he was real talkative, but he was kind of sketch. You know, I was wondering what he was leaving behind. You know, he had some pretty homemade kind of tattoos. You know, so usually that kind of is indicative of incarceration. Yeah, Paul, it's they how you put it, arbitrarily enforced is true, and if you're a foreigner, then it's probably going to be enforced on you all the time. So not only is it not a good practice to be riding on a motorcycle with a child like that, if you do and you're a foreigner, you're probably going to get popped all the time. So and my friend had an aftermarket muffler on his motorcycle, and it was what they deemed to be too loud, and they confiscated his motorcycle, took the whole motorcycle and his license, and there's no recourse. He doesn't get the motorcycle back, and he doesn't get his license back. You can buy a decent car for 200k peso. Yeah. Sure. They do pre-screen foreigners, but at the same token, the pass is a pass. So unless you have like an egregious kind of offense, like you know, something related to minors or something like that, there can be some sketchy people some people whose pasts were sketchy, I should say, that make it through. But mostly, you know, if people are here and they're making it, then you gotta kind of, the odds of them being, you know, of a higher, I don't know, it's real touchy. People are people, right? You can't really say they're higher caliber of people, but maybe they're more stable and less felonious, I guess. And then you got the guys that have been here pre-2018, who are running amok. I can't remember that guy's name. He just got arrested like 6 months ago. Famous story, the expat who pulled a knife on a bar lady, Barry Jordan. Yeah, he's a famous one. I don't know how he hasn't. I don't know why they didn't catch him sooner, but Eduardo got married in City Hall in Lapu-Lapu by the mayor in 2019. That's awesome. Yeah, we did ours in Cordoba by the mayor there. It's a really weird experience. I thought it would be like person to person, but it was this group of people. Um, he's still in detention. Yeah, he'll be in there for a couple years probably before there's any movement. And that guy that just got popped in Cebu City, YouTube pulled my video, or the YouTube. Paul just retracted his messages. He's still in detention. Yeah. But anyways, I was gonna say, the 75-year-old guy in Cebu on Wednesday just got popped for growing cannabis. And now he's looking at like, life in prison, and not only that, but there's also, fear of like the death penalty. It's not something you want to mess around with. I don't know. He retracted all his messages. I wonder why people do that. Yeah, you don't want to end up in jail here, that's for sure. It's just, I don't understand people that, I don't know. At my age, it just doesn't make sense to be doing things that aren't on the up and up, But I live a different kind of lifestyle, that's for sure. I don't know if we said something. Carol asked me if I know any jokes. No, not really. But you can tell us a joke. That'd be cool. Converted buggies? I haven't seen any. I know, on the farms, people that have farms, they got four-wheelers, but they got like four-wheelers, but they don't have like what we used to call them. I forget, forerunners or quads or something. I don't know. But no, I haven't really seen anybody really do anything cool with them. But there's a lot of people that get bored. I'm sure that they've created some pretty cool toys, for their adventures. Paul says he retracted his message, nothing personal. I just thought maybe we said something that you didn't like or something. Bill says we're only tourists, especially if we're not married. True, it's true. Carol's joke. Okay, what does an angry chicken say when it's angry? Buck off, buck off. Buck off, buck off. Very good, Carol. Thanks for the laugh. Buck off, buck off. No, I hear funny jokes all the time. I don't know what's wrong with my brain. I can't retain them, you know? I always think, oh, I'm going to remember that joke and then I'm going to tell it. And then I'm like the stereotypical dude who tries to retell the joke and I just destroy it. I just fumble all over. um, Now Jared's got one. What's a pirate's favorite letter of the alphabet? No, they certainly enjoy their R's, but it's the C they love. Oh my goodness. Okay, Paul. Well, I'm glad we didn't offend you or anything. Um, no sweat. I just was curious. So I'm glad that it's all good. So I thought of you because I was at Smokin' Abby's, that's where we met a couple times. But we were going there more frequently when she was getting her teeth done. They were setting everything up. But now we only go there once a month. But that doesn't mean that I don't go there more often. The pirate joke was a hit. The R's, and C. I like the C. But yeah, we were at the Smokin' Abby's, and we went to the little seafood place right next door there. We go there sometimes. And they raised their prices, man. I was disappointed. They practically doubled their price. I think they started realizing that the foreigners are liking it. I don't know, but prices literally almost doubled. I would go there and I would get their squid, and it was, I think, 220 peso. And then this last time it was 380 for the same dish. And get this, okay? So it was 20 pesos more for the large squid, right? But they said that they were out of the large, no stock. They said no stock. And I'm like, okay, but you have the small size and you don't have the large size. I said, so does that mean you're almost out of the small too? No, we have many of the smalls. I said, okay, so why can't you just add some squid so I can get the bigger size? No, we can't do that. I said, well, if I wanted to get 5 smalls, do you have that available? Yeah, but no large, and it's the exact same dish. I got a kick out of that. I thought that was funny. So, Abby's is on the other side of town. We only go there when we go to that Cassano. Yeah. I'm not sure where you're located then. I thought you were on Mactan also in Lapu Lapu. Oh no, you're not. That's right. Never mind. Yeah. It's close to us. And her doctor is over there now too, so and in fact on Tuesday I think we're going to her doctor and we'll probably go there again. But I'm not 100% sure. We went there Thursday. We were there last Thursday, just a couple days ago. It's really hot. I'm gonna walk outside and get some fresh air, and you guys can see the view, the quiet view in Cordoba. Well, you can't really see anything actually. Let's see here. Oh yeah, it's so much cooler out here. I'm gonna turn on this light. So, Basak near Grand Cassano. I think that's not Lapu Lapu then? I don't know. And then we've got somebody. Samo Ammo came and said something in Tagalog, I believe, and I don't know what you're saying, Samo Bicors. Eduardo said he met two ladies speaking Spanish from Spain. They're asking some Filipinos where they had to go to catch the bus to the mall in Cebu City, and no one understood them, so I helped them out. Nice. Yeah, that comes in handy. It's funny, I was on a tricycle the other day, and I saw two 20-year-old blonde-haired white girls, and I go, whoa, there's some white ladies, and they must have been English speaking because their heads whipped around and they looked at me and I waved at them and they snubbed me. They were like, what are you talking about? But that was funny. 49ers Goat says, you're weird. Well, that's true. I am weird. At least we agree on that. I don't claim to be normal, that's for sure. Bill asks, how many months are you there now? Coming up on 11 months. 11 months here down in the Visayas. First time in the Visayas. Before I was up in Luzon for several years and learned a little bit of Tagalog. And down here, I'm trying to learn more Visaya. But see, this is why I like it where I'm at. Oh, those are crickets. It's nighttime. No birds. Those are the crickets. Off over there is the other side of Cordova. And in between me and them is nothing but trees and field. There's no buildings or anything. I saw some good-looking Mormon American ladies the other day in Lapu-Lapu. I didn't realize they sent Mormon ladies on missions. Yeah, they do. I think that's what they were. I think they were 7-day Latter-day Saints or whatever. No. Yeah, the Mormons, whatever sect of the Mormon Church. That's what those women were too. Because they had the blue Bible, and Filipino Mormons too. They wanted to come to my house and talk to me, and I kept bumping into them. They're like, "When can we come?" I'm like, "I don't know. Maybe next week." But it's Saturday night here, and no karaoke. Ouch! No karaoke or no barking dogs. That's because I'm tucked back away. There's two dogs down there sleeping. Oh! I woke them up. There's my kitty. She snuck out when I came out. Filipinos do have a weird sense of humor, but they're hilarious. I wish they got sarcasm more, because I'm a sarcastic person. I've learned not to do any kind of sarcasm, because that is often misinterpreted. Even my wife, she doesn't get my sarcasm. She, like 2 weeks, I was saying the same kind of thing. Thought she for sure knew I was joking. Then she's like, "You're always mad at me." I'm not mad at you. That's sarcasm. What's sarcasm? Okay. I don't want to make the doggies mad, so let's go back inside, kitty. Come on. Oh. All right. switched. Oh no. Hey, guess what? Somebody thinks I'm weird. Are you surprised? No, you're not surprised. She knows I'm weird.
Why?
I don't know. They just said I was weird. They're right. I'm not denying it. So, somebody give me some video ideas for next week. I'm having a vlogger block, like a writer's block. I have one in the works, and it's gonna be, I think it's gonna be funny, but it might not go over very well. I don't know if you guys saw, I dressed up like an alien. I made an alien mask, and I put it on my face, like the stereotypical like green with big black eyes, and I went in Lapu-Lapu, and I asked Filipinos what they thought of aliens, and I wore that thing. I got a kick out of it, but people just probably thought I was weird. I know, right? It took them like all that time to notice how weird I am. Oh, it's weird. It's weird that they didn't notice my weirdness. They must be weird too. It's counteracting. So anyways, I have another kind of idea where I'm going to be in kind of a funky costume and asking people questions. I'm going to do that this week. But other than that, I'm kind of at a loss for what to do. The last 3 videos that I uploaded completely tanked. And boy, that sucks. And yeah, I just don't know what's going to work and what's not. I mean, I do the same things. Not the same things, but oh, thank you. Grapes. Oh, that was a gross one. You gotta give me a sweet one after that. I think these are getting old. Thanks. Thank you. Some of the videos that I've done that were my more successful ones, I thought, this sucks. Nobody will watch this. And then people watched it. I'm like, okay, whatever. But man, I'm really looking forward to one where I get like over 10,000 views. That would be a great day. Because it's so fun when you have a video that gets like 5,000 views and the comments are just coming. I love it. And people ask me what I do to pass the time. That'll suck up a couple days of my life. Just responding to all the comments. Very stimulating. Bill says I need to interview pretty Filipinas to catch the foreigners' attention. Yeah, I know. That would be an easy way to go about it. But then that would not represent my philosophy very well. So I have avoided doing that. He's being sarcastic. He's just joking. He's a great guy. Jared's been with me for a while now, and he's fun. He's a good guy. But yeah, you know, doing the pretty girls and advertising the Philippines is, you know, kind of a way to get girls. There's enough people already doing that. So, I don't know. It just doesn't resonate with me. I know that, I mean, there are so many things that I could do that would get those views like that. But I just don't want to go there because I don't feel like that. I feel like I'm advertising the Philippines for the wrong reasons when I do that, because it's not all about the girls. It's a big part of it, but it's there's so much more to the Philippines than that. Right. I do. I try to avoid the cheap and sleazy stuff. I just, I want to have like wholesome content. And when I do interviews and I interview females, they're always usually pretty anyways, right? So, but I'm not trying to exploit it. And somebody came in and asked me how old I am again. I just turned past 50, so that's how old I am. So, but for sure, I mean, I've been kind of turned off on the YouTube this week because my last 3 videos just absolutely tanked. So it's kind of discouraging when that happens, You would think that, I don't know. I roll with the punches, of course, but it would be nice to find a rhythm with it. And I don't know. I'll find it eventually, YouTube is like for someone like me, it's a slow race. It's like baby steps towards success or whatever. So probably if I continue with the YouTube for 2+ years, just because there's a vidIQ is this program you can download that links up to your YouTube channel, and it forecasts, how long it'll take you to, at your current rate of growth, where you'll be in 6 months, where you'll be in a year, where you'll be in 2 years. So in about 2 years from now, I'll be in the range where it'll be, I'll make money at it, but for now I won't. RC Speedo 33 says, "How are you?" And well, thanks for asking, RC. I'm great. How about you? Many foreigners now do TikTok. There are some guys TikTok live all day. Yeah, I did a TikTok channel, and man, I suck at social media. I really do. I have a Facebook group that I started called Philippines Expats Group, and it started, with just 3 members, and it's now in just like 3 or 4 months up to 2,200 members. And so I started posting my YouTube content on there in reel form, and that's another thing that I've been doing, so that passes my time too a little bit. And the group, I'm the admin of that group, and so I have to monitor it, and so that takes up some of my time too. I have to delete a lot of crap that people post. Like, people come on and they post porn, and they post advertisements for their restaurants or their massage parlors or whatever, so that's it's not a full-time job, but it's definitely takes time. Jared says, "Spin the wheel questionnaire where the only prize is Pandasol." Yeah, I've seen those videos. Those do really well too. We did a flip the bottle challenge, and I thought that would go over really well, but I got 400 views off of it, and I spent like 3,000 pesos on it. I was like, man, 3,000 pesos for 400 views. It was fun, but didn't reward me in the end. Not that I was hoping to get paid for it, because I wasn't even monetized then, but I thought that it would be, I don't know, I don't execute things very well. I'm old and I suck at this. I really do. So but I could try something like that. But this next video that I'm gonna do is either gonna be total embarrassment, or it's gonna be funny in some ways. Not sure. But it should be interesting. And that's gonna cost me some money too. So we'll see. Yeah, I tried TikTok, but I gave up on it. I got the Facebook now, and I've got YouTube, and I don't know TikTok well enough to do it. I don't even know how to tweet. Like, I joined Twitter, so my friend was like, "You need to join Twitter and advertise your videos there." I couldn't even figure out how to post on that stupid website, so that's how inept I am at this social media crap. It's too complicated for me. I'm an old grandpa when it comes to some of this stuff, which is funny because I was of the generation that when the first Nintendo came out, so, and the first computers. So you would think that I'd be pretty adept at them, but I'm not. Back then I was more into sports and music, so I didn't really catch on, although I really loved the Nintendo. Bill was successful on TikTok, but then he got locked out of his channel. That sucks. That is a definite fear, you know. Some of these social medias, you know, you're at mercy of the algorithm. So if you make one or too many mistakes, you know, it can cost you your whole channel, and all your effort is for naught. And it all goes down the toilet in vain. That would be very discouraging. Well, if you're successful at TikTok, then you should switch over to YouTube. If you're locked out, once you get your more wind in your sails after that failure, that sucks. It can be very discouraging, I imagine. I'm thirsty. I gotta get something to drink. I made some calamansi juice. I got a little bit of that left. Suck that down. Drink that. Boy. Edgardo says he's not a tough guy, but he doesn't accept a-holes testing his patients. Yeah. I've been fortunate where I haven't ran into any a-holes. Or maybe I just have, you know, I'm not measuring or anything, but maybe my patience is different and it doesn't even get to that. I just like walk away or something. I haven't really met anybody that's been testing my patience, knock on wood or whatever. So far it's been pretty smooth sailing in that regard. And then somebody asks, can you please name a car for an edit? Name a car for an edit. I don't know what you mean. Name a car. Lamborghini. 1980 was the start with computers for me. I love Amiga. It was big then. Agnesa Sikorova says, say Emily, please. Emily. And XT says, okay. What's up with this name stuff all of a sudden? Name a country? Say Emily. Name a car. Name a country. What's going on? I don't know what you guys are doing with it. Name a country. Tuvalu. You're welcome, Agnesa. How old are you? I'm 100. I just turned 100 last week, and I went to my plastic surgeon, and I had him cut off a bunch of my jowls and put some Botox in, and now I look like this. Lambos have an interesting backstory. Lambos have an interesting backstory. And said Tuvalu. Spam Tuvalu in the chat. And CJ Chavez says, what? Spam Tuvalu in the chat? I don't know how to spam Tuvalu. How do I do that? I only know Tuvalu because I used to have a coin collection. Somebody gave me a little 1/10 ounce of a platinum coin from Tuvalu. It was a really beautiful coin, but I'd never heard of Tuvalu. CJ Chavez says, don't. It's really annoying. What's really annoying? I'm not sure what you're referring to. Spamming. I don't know how to spam. I don't know what they mean. I don't know what is going on with all those say this, say that. I don't know how they're spamming from it. Don't spam. Spamming. They're trying to get the people here to spam you. I don't know how they could spam me. There's Dot again. Okay. But I don't know how they do it. I'm ignorant to it. Me Amore says, what y'all talking about? Not much. Just talking about spamming right now. You say the same thing over and over and over. Oh. Gotcha, I think. That's why they were saying, say my name and things. How did they know to come here, though? I don't get it. I don't play any instruments. Very, very sucks at guitar. On my Facebook group, though, there are several guitarists and a guy who plays the drums. And we're actually talking about getting together when we can all coordinate it, and I'll sing, and they'll play the instruments. But I don't know if that'll come through to fruition or not. But that'd be cool. CJ Chavez asks, "Do you like Jesus?" Yes, sir. I do. So it looks like CJ Chavez is Filipino. Who's my favorite guitarist? Oh man. I mean, there's the classic ones like, the Hendrix and Steve Vai and Stevie Ray Vaughan. But I think that Mike McCready is a really good guitarist, but people say he rips off Led Zeppelin, Jimmy Page. But I like Soundgarden's guitarist, Kim Thayil. My cat's going crazy. Yeah, I mean, there's so many good ones, but as far as a favorite, I guess I don't really have one specific favorite. Martin says Nuno Betancourt is mine. I was friends with Nuno Betancourt's nephew growing up. When I was 18 to 20, we were friends. And he was a drug addict though, and Nuno didn't help him out in any way because the kid was he was a train wreck. That's my only connection to Nuno Betancourt. Kitty, stop. My cat? That's my crazy cat. It's late there, not sleepy yet. I'm a night owl. I don't even know what time it is. It's probably like 1 or something. 12:41. I'm working on editing, so after I'm done here shortly, because I've been on here for 2 hours now. After I'm done here, I'm gonna probably edit this video that I've worked on all week. We did a weekly budget video. I gotta edit that up, and then get that ready for posting for hopefully tomorrow at 6. Try to go live with that. So yeah, I'm still gonna be up for at least a couple more hours after this. Coffee? I don't drink coffee. I'm boring. No coffee, no beer, none of that stuff. Kitty. I need some no-nonsense moderators on your channel. I don't know. I mean, if I was bigger, then I would need somebody like that to moderate. But right now I don't have anybody that would want to be a moderator for my channel, and I don't know if I really need it. You don't think beer is good? I stopped drinking beer when I was in my early to mid 20s because it wasn't good for me. Don't meet your heroes. There was I haven't really met anybody famous. I met Chris Cornell once, and all I did was say hi. I was like, "Hey, bro," and he gave me a shocked look because I just kept walking, and I turned my head, and he was like looking at me like, "Do I know you?" Something like that. And then who else did I meet that was semi-famous? There was a guy who used to he did like a couple studio sessions with Black Sabbath. His name was Jeff Fenholt. I met him, and he was kind of weird. You have trolls on your channel writing some stuff, some off-the-wall stuff. I do? Where are they writing it? Oh, like on my videos right now? Well, I mean, I don't know what they're doing. That sucks if they're writing some crazy stuff. I'll have to check that out afterwards. Because right now I'm just on my phone. I can't look and see what they're doing. Where are they writing it? Are they writing it here? And I'm not seeing it? Because all I keep seeing is people asking me to name things. Like I told you, man, I don't know anything about this stuff. I'm just learning. I think this is only like my 12th or 13th live that I've ever done. But I'm going to do lives every Saturday night at 10:30 Philippines time. I need some mods. I don't know why. Why do I need mods, you guys? Just because of these people that are asking me to name things? Who would moderate for me? I don't have enough people that even stick around long enough to want to moderate. I figured, if I got bigger, then of course all of these things would need to be implemented. Well, I don't know. I read every comment out loud that comes through. So I've seen like 4 or 5 people ask me to name something. If it says more on a PC than I'm seeing, then maybe I do, but I don't see any of this stuff. Well, that's what I was thinking, Jared. This is such a small group, and just a couple people coming through saying some dumb stuff. But maybe I'm not seeing what you guys are seeing. I don't know. I don't really know what's going on. Yeah, like Martin said. But I don't know. I'll look at it after I sign off here pretty soon and see what's up, because I don't really know what you guys are talking about. We'll see. My cat's like chasing a gecko or something. Edgardo says, if you do not see a problem, that's a problem. Well, it's not that I don't see the problem, it's that I only see, like, so far 4 or 5 people that have said something weird. And again, I'll say it again, if you guys are seeing more than I am, then maybe I do. But what I see here seems relatively innocuous. But maybe I need more. Maybe I need to look at it after I sign off and see what you guys are seeing, because I don't see anything on my cell phone here. My cat is going crazy, yes. Okay, what's going on, you guys? I mean, is there a lot of activity that I'm not seeing or something? Why are we focused on this like I'm doing something wrong? There's another one right there. I see that. Oh. This live was going good until 2 or 3 cockroaches came out of the woodwork throwing CHID into the channel's conversation. Okay. I don't know, you guys. Well, I'm sorry about the couple of people that said one-word comments. I think we could just overlook it. Doesn't seem like that huge of a problem. To me, anyways. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Like I said, if I had 50 people in here, then I would see that would probably be something that I needed. But again, who's going to moderate for me? I don't know anybody that would be that devoted and faithful. I don't have a following. I mean, there's only 6 people in here, you know? The most we've had at any one given time was 10. So it's not like this is a real happening kind of venue, or, a lot of people that want to come around. All right. Well, I guess, the trolls are a problem to you guys. And so maybe I'll end this live now, and I'll figure out how to deal with this problem moving forward so that you guys don't get irritated about it. I don't really know how to combat it. I don't have mods. I don't know anybody who would want to be a mod. So it might still be a theme, but to me, like, one or two comments can just be ignored. But maybe it's more of an issue for you guys than I know. So I've been on here for 2 hours and 15 minutes. 2 hours and 12 minutes now. So I think I'm gonna call it good. I appreciate everybody's input and their suggestions. Hopefully I'll get back on a live this week, in the middle of the week, and try again, and maybe I'll have some way to combat, these things that you guys have brought to my attention, and improve the experience for everyone. So thanks everybody for sticking around and chit-chatting with me. I appreciate it, as usual. It's always great to have people to discuss things with and to talk about things. And hopefully we'll see you again next time. So everybody out there, have a good night, day, or whatever time it is for you. And have a good rest of your weekend. Do something positive. Remember to try to be there for others. Always try to be kind, and always try to be patient, and put yourself in the path of people that you can be a benefit to. So thanks everybody for hanging out, and we will see you next time. Adios, Jared. Adios, Martin, Eduardo, Dot, and Martin. And anybody else here? It looks like those are the only guys that are left. So you all take care, and I don't know that person, Eduardo. Not really sure what they're writing, but let's just chalk that up to my inexperience, and hopefully moving forward I can figure out how to block these people, but pretty much when someone comes in, I will have to be the one to do the moderation, I guess. And so I have to figure that out, and I can't figure it out right now because I don't know what I'm clicking here. So hopefully you'll give me another shot next time, and hopefully it'll be a more smoother experience for you. So thanks for watching, and everybody have a blessed evening or day, depending on your location. Thanks, guys.